Entry signal, stop loss, take profit. These are the three things that you will need to actually trade the low of the day or higher for the day. Now, open your MetaTrader 5 or TradingView if you like TradingView. It depends on what platform you prefer, but you must make sure that you have your trading account. Now, if you open your MetaTrader 5, you will go to the section codes, right? Section codes. This is what you will need to do so that you can be able to get the entry signal, set a stop loss, and take profit. Trading the low for the day, the high for the day. Now, I want to keep this as simple as possible for you. We have to select an asset, right? We have so many assets that we can trade. We can trade gold, we can trade any asset that you like of your choice using your iPhone, using your Samsung device, using your Huawei device, or any device that you're using currently. Now, if you're using on the chart or you're analyzing the chart on your PC, this is what you will actually need. You will need the drawing tools, but make sure that you selected the asset. In this case, we go to Forex if you're using TradingView on your PC. We can also search Euro USD here. We can search Euro USD. It's Euro USD. All right. I want to show you how to actually get the low of the day and high for the day. All right. We scroll all the way down. We tap on Euro USD. We go to chart. And here's our Euro USD this side on TradingView. If you're using the MetaTrader 5 on your platform, laptop, this is what you will need to do. Now, once you've opened your app, here's what you will have to do next. All right. You tap here. All right. You see the time frame. You see what? Time frame. Now, time frame is important. So the time frame that you will select so that you can actually trade the low for the day and high for the day is H1 to down to M1. All right, you can also, if you like to trade in this way, make sure that you actually using this time frame so that you can be able to trade within the day. And once you're trading within the day, you are scalping, day trading, or intraday trading. So this is just a concept. These are just names. Please do not be confused with these names. Now, once you're actually using this smaller time frame, they recommend a time frame for you to go on about using the low for the day or trading the low for the day. It's for you to trade 15M. You can also use H1, but do not use M30. Just use 15M time frame. Now, the 15M time frame will be where you mark your structure. I'll show you how you mark the structure. Now, I want you to understand what you need before you actually apply the strategy to trade the low for the day and high for the day. Now, this is a weekly time frame. Here you can see this is a weekly time frame. So what I will do, I'll just head to 15M. Then I will actually move to the left. All right, move to the left. All right. Now, this is our MetaTrader 5. All right. If you like to use TradingView, you can also use TradingView. We'll go to TradingView, but currently I want you to understand something on this chart. So, for you to get the entry, set a stop loss, take profit. This is what you will need. Select an asset, drawing tools that we have. We can get the drawing tools when we tap here. We tap once, all right? We go to this icon here. Can you see this icon? We tap here, and then we see these drawing tools here. We can click the plus icon here, and then add any drawing tools that we like. In this case, I recommend that we use the rectangle drawing tool, right? If we tap there, it will be here. We tap and hold, and then you'll be able to drag to the right. Then you'll be able to see what you'll be able to see your rectangle box here. You can tap and hold it and move it the way that you like. So in this case, we're gonna tap and hold. We're gonna double tap. All right, we're gonna double tap again. Then you'll be able to see that it's actually disappearing and appearing. Tap again, and then if you double tap, all right, you'll be able to see this pencil icon here. You tap on this pencil icon, then you actually change the style to 3, which will change the pixel or 4, depending on what number you prefer. But I recommend 4 or 3. Then you click save, then you'll be able to have this. You double tap again, you can double tap and hold, all right? You can double tap and hold, and then you can move it like this, the way that you like. You will need this. But if you do not actually like this, you can tap here, all right, on an empty space. You go to this icon again. You'll be able to see this line here. You can see this line here, and then you can just place it like this. You see it's so small like this. You can double tap, and then you click this pencil icon here. Then you change the pixel or the style to 3 or 4, and you click save. You will need these drawing tools so that you can be able to draw the lines on this graph or chart, so that you can be able to pinpoint the low for the day and high for the day. Now we'll use TradingView. Let me zoom in for you so that you can see how we can actually get the low for the day and high for the day. All right, I'm zooming in here. I'll just go slow just for you to actually understand what you need to do. All right, on TradingView, if you're asking me how can I set TradingView, we have another tutorial here where I actually assist you how to set TradingView. Now we'll just go to replay. All right, I'll start a new replay so that you can be able to see the low for the day and high for the day. Since now you know that you need these drawing tools, which you can be able to draw the horizontal lines like this. These are the two drawing tools that you will need. And this period separator here, you can see this dot line here. This is the line that will show you, that will separate day 1 to day 2. See, today is 6 October. So we'll actually, what we have to do now, we'll have to, if you do not have this line, you just tap here, tap the setting icon. If you're using iPhone, you just tap, you'll see a setting icon, and then you go to, you scroll all the way down, and then make sure that your period separators are checked, all right? And then you go back. Simple. Now, once you have everything that you need, right? We're doing this together, so please follow and make sure that you are following. You are actually following. Now, what I will do here, I'll just replay so that you can see how we actually capture the low for the day. But to keep it simple, the structure for the low for the day or high for the day, we see it by the W pattern or M pattern. That is simple and easy to actually see the low for the day and high for the day. Now, can you see here? What is this? Let me know on the comment section. What do you see here? What is this? All right. Or we can zoom in for those who cannot see well. Just zoom in. What is this? All right. What's this? What do you see here? Let me know in the comment section below what you see there. Now, that forms your high for the day. And if we just look below here, what do you see here? That forms your low for the day. But I want you to actually be careful. The low for the day or high for the day is not fixed. So meaning that we can have multiples W, just like the one that we're actually having right now here, we're about to have right now here, right? So this shows you that the low for the day is not fixed and the high for the day is not fixed. But how you spot it based on what? Based on the pattern, so that I keep it simple as possible for everybody to see what actually they are looking for when it comes to the low for the day and high for the day. Remember, you gotta select the asset to get the entry, stop loss, take profit. I'll show you that. But first, now I actually showed you what you need and how we actually draw the structure to see how we actually detect the low for the day and high for the day by using just an M and W pattern. I trust you understand. Now, that you have your low for the day, high for the day, how to actually get an entry. This is what I would like to actually show you here on our TradingView replay mode, so that you can see what we are really expecting here in terms of trading the low for the day. So what I will do now, I will actually do like this, all right, so that you can be able to see. All right, I want you to see, all right, and then I'll actually play, so that you can be able to manage to get the entry in real time. Meaning that I don't want to show you something that you'll be confused as to how are we actually able to see or find the M's. Now we see this chart graph here. We're waiting for it to get in this area here. All right, this area, if you want to keep things much easier, is area of support, and above we have area of resistance. We have another tutorial whereby I explain in this channel, Bozza Trader. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And let's actually play the replay mode here, this side, so that you can be able to see how we actually get this entry of a sell, and how you can actually be able to always on the lookout for these signals. All right, let's actually go with the play mode. All right, and we are having a play mode here. Please pay attention to what's happening here. All right, I'll explain as we go on. This is starting of a day, period separator here. All right. The chart went all the way down. This is what you will see here. This is what you see, something that already happened here. All right. We are here to look at what already happened here. All right. This. All right. So what we'll do, we'll just use what? We'll use the rectangle box, or we can just use a line if we actually prefer a line, a horizontal line, and we can just use that. Right. So I trust you understand. But in this case, I'll just take this line here and move it to the right, just like that. All right. Then we'll just play, just like that. All right. Okay. We have our sound there. And let's actually place this. All right. Let's place this. It's a short position. It's a selling position. Stop loss is above there. Check profit is here. We're using the low for the day here. And all the target is here. All right. So let's actually play that. And that's what something that we're expecting. Now, this is what we've got here. All right. So we see what's happening, right? We see what's happening here. So what we will do now, we'll go to here, okay, to check on what really happened here. How we'll be able to actually get the sell here, right? So that you can be able to also apply the same thing. If right now we actually remove this, like we are just back testing, meaning that we think in such a way that this was not there. But what we're expecting to understand what actually really happened here. So what we'll do, we'll use the rectangle box or the lines, right? You just use the horizontal line and then place it there. You see this horizontal line? I'll just actually duplicate it 2 times. Why I duplicate it? I want to capture the two higher prices, right? Not the two higher prices, one higher price and the close price. Now, I want to actually create a parallel lines here, all right? Meaning that I want to actually make a resistant area zone here using the 15M time frame to actually what? Capture the M pattern like this. Now, what I will do when it comes to entry, now, this is where it gets a bit tricky. We can go the hard way or we can go the easy way. The easy way is that we add an indicator. We go to F icon, right? Let me go back. We click F icon, all right? We click main chart. We click Ichimoku and we click fill. If you like to keep it fill, it's up to you. If you don't like fill, it's up to you. You can actually decide. Then we click save, right? And we go back. All right. Now, here we're actually expecting to take an entry. So what do we do in this case for us to actually take an entry or the sell? We have to actually what? Find a crossover of this cloud here. But the time frame that we will use to confirm the entry, we're using 1M. So let's actually go to 1M. All right. And let's zoom out. And let's zoom in here. All right. This is how we actually get the entry here. All right. So if we take a sell, we will take a sell here. If we were to take a sell, right, on this entry, we take a sell here and stop loss will go above. What I like about this easy indicator is that it also gives you the stop loss where you should place a stop loss. Now you have what? You have your indicator to confirm the entry that you are selling. But what about if you like to use the candlesticks? You don't like to use the indicator. So what do we do? We'll just disable. What you will do, you'll just disable the indicator and then you go back and you just have to go to 5M, check whether we have any entry there. Let's actually zoom out. Let's zoom in. All right. On 5M, we not actually have any entry here. we do not have any entry. The entry that we're looking for on 15M or 5M or 1M to confirm the entry, we're using the engulfing pattern. But there's a sequence for us to use the engulfing candlesticks, right? Engulfing candlesticks, we have another tutorial on this channel whereby I explain the engulfing candlesticks. In this case, we have this engulfing candlestick here, all right? So now let's actually go to trading view. Let's go to trading view together. All right, if you like to use trading view, and we can actually go, this is gold, by the way. This is gold signal. We want us to actually find if we are able to get any signal of gold here. So let's go to XAUUSD and check on what happened here. All right, now we're using a replay here. You see what's happening here on gold. All right, let's actually cancel here, go to real market, what's happening right now, but we'll just use the replay on our mobile phone. So what we'll do now, we'll just play. All right, you can see already we have a higher for the day here. Can you see this high for the day? So we're expecting to exit here, you see here. So we're waiting for gold to go all the way down to this area. So what we'll do here, in this case, let's play out what is happening currently, all right, so that we can also go ahead and take the sell on our mobile phone. All right, I want you to pay attention to what is actually really happening so that you can be able to apply the same thing and be able to get the entries. All right, now we have what we have the sell there. The replay, it's done. I wanted us to actually I wanted for you to understand how we are able to actually get the sell there. All right, what the fuck. All right, we'll have to actually mark the rectangle box. All right, so we're waiting for the chart to make a turn, come this area just like it did over here. All right, so what we'll do, since we're waiting for it to get in this area here, we're waiting for it to actually give us an entry, and then we take a sell all the way down. So what we do, we just wait. All right, so let's actually add our rectangle box or horizontal line. We can use the trend line. For me, I prefer to add it when I use trading view. All right, so this is what we will need for us to actually get the sound. All right, so just click play. And then we wait. It gets into our area. Once it gets in our area here, we need to now confirm the entry. And how we go on about that, we have to add, we have to use the indicator. So what we'll do, I'll add the indicator here. And if for some reasons you are failing to add the indicator on trading view, or you like to add it and you're struggling to add it, you let me know. So just search Ichimoku, and then I'll just click once, and then now it's already added. Then I'll go to 1M. All right, I'll go to 1M to check on what's happening here, and we'll actually get the entry together. We'll be taking a sell together. We'll be taking a sell together. All right, now the chart, the graph got in our area, made a crossover here. All right, from this area, stop loss is above here. And after we got an entry, you see what happened? It went all the way above. So now this is where we have to actually now filter the fake signals so that we can actually trade only the best signals. So this is where we create the rules. Now the rules here is that the difference between here to here, all right, to this area here, you'll find out is more than, you will find out it's more than 800 points, which is something that we are not actually interested to trade. So in this case, what we'll do, we'll go to our MT5. All right, we'll go to our MT5 together. Then we are actually looking to trade on gold, and this is our gold here, and we are using the 15M time frame. All right, and since we're using the 15M time frame, this is our high for the day. Let's add our indicator. Make sure that we see it. We go back, we go to 1M time frame, and we zoom out. All right, I want you to see something when you are using the MT5, right? So now I'll use I can use a sort of an order just for you to actually count the points together. So from this point area to up here, how much is that? All right, let's actually look. All right, let's actually look, and I trust you can see. If you cannot see well, you let me know, but I can see here. All right, let's actually look here. All right, there we go. 700 and something points, 753 points. All right, so anything that is above 400 points when you're trading on gold, that when the graph or the chart cross over the cloud, or this colored thing, if it's equivalent to or it's more than 500 points, it's not a trade that you should be actually looking to trade. Or actually, let's say more than 400 points, you should not be actually interested to trade that. I trust you understand. So in this case, what we can do, we can count for this one. You see this one here, this cloud here. If it does cross over here, we will take a sell together, and I'll show you how we actually set the stop loss. So in this case, we can just move it a little bit here and place something like this. I want you to see the number of points. All right, so can I do that? Okay, let me just go a little bit back. All right, can you see now we have a difference of just 272 points. I trust you understand. And which means if we were to sell now, all right, if it cross over, we'll be only risking 772 points, which is good, right? Which is good. So we're expecting a crossover here. Once it cross over here, the difference between here, this area here, all right, we can name this area A, and we can name this area B, where we have set a stop loss. So it's not more than what? Not more than 400 points, 500 points. So it's a good trade that we can take. This is where we decide the risk to reward ratio. All right. I trust you understand. So stay blessed. If you have any questions, you let me know.